Picture this. You're sitting in a busy cafe. The sound of conversations fills the air, and your phone is constantly lighting up with new notifications. You're surrounded by people, but somehow you feel completely alone. It's a strange feeling, but one that many of us can relate to. Now, imagine being told that all the dreams you've ever had, every goal you've worked toward, are within reach. But to achieve them, you must walk the path alone. You look around, and there's no one by your side. Friends who were once close have drifted away, and the noise of the world starts to fade into quiet. It's a scary thought, isn't it? The idea of facing life's challenges without anyone to lean on can be overwhelming. But here's something important to realize. Being alone doesn't have to be something you fear. Solitude can actually become your greatest teacher if you let it. Stay with me until the end to understand why many of the world's most brilliant minds often choose the silence of solitude over the noise of a celebration. Let me tell you a story about a young warrior named Kyle. From the time he was a child, Kyle dreamed of becoming the greatest warrior his land had ever seen. He dedicated himself to rigorous training, perfecting every move, every strike, and every block. He surrounded himself with other warriors, believing that by training together, they would all grow stronger. However, as the years went by, Kyle noticed something troubling. Despite his intense efforts, his progress seemed to stall. His movements felt sluggish. His strikes lacked their former sharpness, and the clear path he once saw toward becoming a great warrior seemed to have vanished. His friends continued to excel, moving ahead of him with ease, while he remained stuck, watching them succeed from behind. He couldn't understand it. He trained harder than anyone else, surrounded himself with the best, but instead of getting closer to his goals, he felt like he was falling further behind. The harder he tried to keep up, the more distant success seemed. One evening, sitting alone by the fire, Kyle began to question everything. Was there something he was missing? Was being a warrior about more than just physical strength and skill? Was his focus on others, on keeping up and competing, causing him to overlook something crucial within himself? In search of answers, Kyle sought out a wise old master. This master was a warrior who had long since left the battlefield and retreated into a life of solitude in the mountains. "Master," Kyle said, "I've been training for years, but I'm no closer to my goal. My friends have left me behind, and I feel like I've failed." The master looked at Kyle with calm eyes and asked, "Who are you without them?" Kyle was puzzled. "What do you mean?" The master continued, "You've spent your life comparing yourself to others, measuring your progress by theirs. But who are you when you're alone, with no one to measure yourself against?" Kyle had no answer. The master then gave Kyle an instruction. "Go to the mountains. Leave behind your sword, your armor, and your pride. Spend 1 year in solitude, and only then will you find the answers you seek." Though reluctant, Kyle obeyed. He left behind everything he thought made him who he was: his strength, his reputation, his identity as a warrior, and journeyed alone into the mountains. The days were long, the nights even longer. At first, the silence felt suffocating. With no one to talk to, Kyle was left alone with his own thoughts, fears, and doubts. The battles in his... If this story touched you, take a moment today to embrace solitude. Put away the distractions. Sit with your thoughts and listen to what your heart has been trying to tell you. You might be surprised by the strength you discover inside yourself. If this video resonated with you, please like it to help others find it as well. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more stories filled with wisdom and motivation. Here's a question for you. What's been your biggest challenge with being alone, and how did you overcome it? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Thank you for watching. Remember, in silence, you'll find your greatest strength.